Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack. Over the year and a half we played with many grinders, both hand grinders and electric grinders. Relatively cheap and very expensive as well. But recently I decided to buy the cheapest hand grinder I can find on Amazon. And here it is. There is no name on the box, that already tells you some story. I managed to get it for £7.50 on a special offer. We will test it, and then at the end I will tell, maybe I was wrong. Maybe buying all those expensive hand grinders I've got over the Comandante, Kinu, K-Max, maybe all I need is a grinder for £7. Maybe if this one can make a good pour over. What's the point of paying £200? Few things that I immediately noticed on Amazon when I was looking at that grinder. I mean, who am I to laugh at someone else's English? But there are so many confusing things here. I'm reading exactly as it is. It tells you which coffee you can grind, you can use this grind for. Ultra coarse grinding, that's a method press pot. It looks like a French press. Then the next one is a medium grinding, and the medium grinding is for hand washing pot. I believe that hand washing pot is a pour over, and then it also can do the fine grinding for mocha pot, which I believe it might be a mocha pot. I might be wrong. But then, okay, everybody can make a mistake, a spelling mistake. I'm dyslexic myself. It got a ceramic burr set. To be honest, I've never used ceramic burrs myself. There are pros and there are cons for that. Let's read what the manufacturer says. Ceramic grinding core. It's not a burrs, it's a ceramic grinding core. A high hardness ceramic grinding can get better results, washable, no peculiar smell. Ceramic core never rust. Well, yeah, point taken. Don't worries about affecting the original taste of coffee. This manual coffee grinder can satisfy you all. Well, we will see if it will satisfy me today. The manual coffee grinder will more labor saving and more convenient. They also produce, I think, computer parts. If you don't trust someone who produces computer parts for your hand grinding, well, who would you? Let's do the unboxing first. No name on the grinder, not on the box, as you can see. It's not protected or anything. Wow! Okay, there's something else. Guys, we've got a brush. Already more than we get from the Comandante. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Comandante. Let's have a look. This is definitely plastic, but as it says on the website, it's a wood grain bottle body. Here we've got that handle that you can hide. So that's actually clever. Well, it feels cheap, but it doesn't feel that cheap. There are some dots here. I'm not sure if you can see. Counterclockwise, it's coarser. It weighs 293 grams. On the website, it says it weighs 368 grams. Even with the box and the brush, we are still missing few grams. I will try to disassemble it, so I will show you the burrs. But in a real life, like with Humpty Dumpty, I might not be able to put it back together again, so I will do it at the end of our tests. So lots of plastic, as you can see. So longevity of this grinder, well, I wouldn't count on it. Well, this is the ceramic burrs. Not very sharp. Lots of pieces. For all of that, £7? Well, so far so good. We have a grinder lighter than they promised. Much lighter, actually, which could be an advantage, or maybe something missing inside. So I will do a pour over now. I will use April brewer. I try to improve my April skills and techniques. I will use 12 grams of coffee, 200 grams of water. I will bloom for 45 seconds and then I will be pouring the remaining water, maybe like a 2 pours. So the first thing you do, you kind of try to find a zero. It doesn't say about any clicks, so I have no idea where exactly to go. Okay, I done one full revolution. We will use that Iron and Fire coffee from Ethiopia, Yergashev coffee. Okay, feels very easy. It took a minute and 30 seconds. The reviews that the people say that it actually changes the settings by itself while grinding. And we've got 11.9, so 0.1 gram retention. So let me quickly brew it and then we will taste it. By the way, it's always a good time to click like and well, consider subscribing to the channel. Usually we use a bit more sophisticated equipment. Well, we have a cup, it clogged at the end. Obviously, as with the new grinder, you would expect a little bit more fines, although I'm not sure if the ceramic burrs are the burrs that you need to season. Anyway, smells fruity, smells exactly the same as any other cup I had from this coffee. Cheers. Slightly too bitter, but that's because it's over extracted. Lacking the clarity, lacking the depth, but it's not repulsive. Yeah, a little bit of the apricot, but I'm lacking all the rest of the nuances. But it's still, you know, for £7, probably that 12 grams of coffee is more expensive than a grinder itself. You got 10 grinds for the pour over. I'm already surprised. It's not terrible. Okay, it's not awful, and trust me, I had lots of awful pour-overs in my life, mostly because of my skills or lack of them. Now, I know what you are thinking. If we are doing a pour-over, why he has a descent on? Well, I thought if it goes okay with the pour-over, we can try to do an espresso as well. This grinder should not be able to grind for espresso, but we will see. I will use gentle and sweet profile on the descent, so where the pressure will only ramp up to about 6 bars, if it's able to go up that high. We will use the coffee from Ethiopia, this time Beans Coffee Roasters. 18 grams of coffee in. I will only do one attempt, okay? I'm still recovering after the last video when we were comparing 4 hand grinders. Too fast. Too fast. Well, it will be a turbo shot. It took 13 seconds. Well, the answer to the question, can this grinder grind for espresso? No. This is the fastest turbo shot that I've ever made. We managed to get to 5 bars of pressure. Not pleasant smell, to be honest. Almost like if you could smell the bitterness. Anyway, so cheers. It's actually terrible. It is bitter and it is sour. Definitely the worst shot of the month. But for the pour over, it gave me a drinkable cup. Obviously, I would never recommend this grinder to anybody. The settings, very difficult to find the correct grind settings. It probably will produce lots of fines and lots of big chunks on the higher settings. You never know exactly where you are. But for £7, so now guys, let me know, what was the cheapest grinder, hand grinder, electric grinder that you use, and how was it? Plenty more things coming guys, but for today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack, this is my coffee show, we are getting cheap here, and hopefully I will see you again. Thank you, bye!